Floyd Mayweather ha consejado publicamente a Gervonta Davis que reconsidere y posiblemente retire de su tan esperada revancha contra Lamont Roach Jr. conocido por su mente estratégica tanto dentro como fuera del ring. La advertencia de Mayweather ha desatado una intensa especulación en todo el mundo del boxeo con las tensiones aumentando y las preguntas arremolinando sobre el razonamiento detrás de esta dramática super fans y analistas se preguntan si hay algo más en la revancha con Roach de lo que Paris y que podría ser Mayweather que otros no.
No. Davis ha regresado oficialmente al campo de entrenamiento.
Davis ha regresado oficialmente al campo de entrenamiento en preparación para su muy esperada revancha contra Lamont Roach Jr. programada para el 16 de agosto en Las Vegas. Es como sigue su controvertido impede principios de este año don un discutido no derribo en el noveno asalto provocó un amplio debate entre fans y analistas decidido a reafirmar su dominio en la división de peso ligero. Davis está intensificando su régimen de entrenamiento centrándose tanto en el acondicionamiento físico como en el perfeccionamiento estratégico. El encuentro inicial entre Davis y Roach estuvo marcado por la controversia, particularmente debido a un incidente en el noveno asalto. Davis se arrodilló después de un jab de Roach alegando que la grasa de su tratamiento capilar le había entrado en los ojos. El árbitro Steve Willis comenzó una cuenta pero se detuvo a mitad de camino permitiendo que Davis se retirara a su esquina para recibir asistencia, lo que está en contra de las reglas durante un asalto activo. Esta secuencia de eventos llevó a muchos a creer que debería haber registrado un derribo, lo que potencialmente habría alterado el resultado de la pelea. La Comisión Atlética del Estado de Nueva York revisó el incidente pero mantuvo la decisión original.
I don't know what the just happened. You a referee, your big as you should have seen what the going on. Why I would if I'm in the corner, I'm erratic in between rounds. What was your feeling in between?
Su prima encuentro la Roach mostró una notable resistencia y habilidad se mantuvo todo con Davis absorbiendo y contragolpeando golpes de manera efectiva. La destreza defensiva de Roach y su capacidad para contraatacar dejaron una impresión significativa en los entusiastas del boxeo, marcándolo como un oponente formidable. Lamont Roach incluyó sabiamente una cláusula de revancha en su contrato de pelea inicial garantizando una revancha inmediata si perdía o la pelea terminaba en empate. Movimiento estratégico demostró su confianza y determinación para asegurar otra oportunidad si fuera necesario o planificar con anticipación. Roach se aseguró de que no se le negaría la oportunidad de demostrar su voluntariamente, demostrando tanto su perspicacia comercial como su creencia en sus habilidades de boxeo.
I just so happen to be a boxing fan that the fact that I do watch him fight, you know what I'm saying? Like, I really like boxing.
Are you open to immediate rematch?
In my contract, immediate rematch was signed. I signed for the immediate rematch when I signed for the first fight.
Right.
Just in case he lost or just in case it was a draw.
So when you got a rematch clause, how long we taking?
It's up to the A side and when they want to fight. So I'm thinking it's going to be soon. I'm hoping it's going to be soon. Let's say that.
What is soon to you? When you say soon to me, I'm thinking a month.
I'm thinking July.
I'm thinking July.
Davis está ansioso por organizar una revancha con la Roach que su reputación se vio afectada por su primera pelea. Él la revancha como una oportunidad para probar su dominio, resolver asuntos pendientes y reafirmar su lugar entre los mejores peleadores del mundo.
We gotta talk about it. So Tank officially came out and says that he wants to put this rematch as early as May. Now, if that were to happen, Lamont Roach gets a second time to prove himself. Now, in my personal opinion, his stock has already risen. He is already notable. The fact that he went toe to toe with Tank on a decision that ended in a draw, whether he loses this second fight or not won't even matter. Because he's directly in line to go against the Keyshawn Davis, the Shakur Stevensons, and etc., the Devin Haney's, and etc. I can see him moving up and going against a Devin Haney or Ryan Garcia or somebody like that. So many people to fight. Lamont Roach has definitely proven himself. But let's talk about something else. And that is the hairstylist situation. In my humble opinion, I believe she should have been quiet. As a hairstylist, there was nothing for you to say. No fan in boxing was going to look at them like, I don't want her braiding my hair. No one would have said that. But she hurt herself when she came out and publicly made multiple claims, got all these receipts that no one needed, no one asked for, saying, oh, this had no grease or oil in it. No one cares. No one cares. Nobody even believes it. Sometimes it's best to remain quiet. But you guys let me know in the comments. Should she have remained quiet, or should she have did what she did, which is spoke up? You let me know.
El cree que participar en una revancha bajo las circunstancias actuales podría plantear riesgos innecesarios para el récord invicto de Davis. Y suposición en el mundo del boxeo la propia experiencia de Mayweather en la navegación de combates de alto riesgo informa su consejo sugiriendo que Davis debería evaluar cuidadosamente las posibles implications de una revancha con Roach.
Here because I have a lot of criticism for Gervonta Davis and Canelo Alvarez for the choice of opponents. But at least Gervonta Davis is doing the Mayweather. He's giving the immediate rematch.
Right.
You had a tough fight, you're doing the immediate rematch. I like it.
All right, so what I'm
I need
curious
to
about,
push back real quick.
Yeah, I knew you would. Go ahead.
Push back. I'm giving the guy credit.
I like Gervonta Davis. I know you talk a lot about his opponents and whatever, and you're talking about the Lamont Roach.
We're not going to pick a
But okay,
find me a less than a 10-1 underdog and he fought on pay-per-view.
Look, I'm talking about this fight right here. Look at the first fight. So picking Lamont Roach, you're saying, oh, he's basically cherry picking is what you're alluding to. He has a history with the guy. They've been in the gym together. They sparred together. They fought in the amateurs. He knew the level that Lamont brought. Also, Lamont's one of those guys. You ask anybody in the boxing world, they know how good Lamont is, and it's his record, leading up to him getting to the title shot. Or getting his title win. It's kind of like, the Jamel Herring fight's really hard to forget. He struggled with some guys that you wouldn't expect him to, but he's really come into his own because the guy who was in the gym that everybody saw coming up has been realized now. So I don't think Gervonta Davis was handpicking an easy guy in Lamont Roach. Stylistically, listen, Gervonta's team's not dumb. They look at what this guy can do and where he can give him troubles. And it certainly worked out that way. Did they overlook him a little bit in terms of being like, I beat him back then. He struggled in there. I'm just too good. I'm on a different level. I think that Lamont really stepped up. So I'm going. So, Gervonta's that good, but guess what? So's Lamont.
So I was exaggerating. That's what you're saying. I'm exaggerating.
You tend to be hyperbolic at times, yes.
How dare he? How?
Jeff Mayweather El Padre de Floyd expreso sorpresa por el controvertido resultado de la primera pelea entre Davis. Y Roach admitió haber quedado desconcertado por como se desarrollaron las cosas en el ring a pesar de esto. Jeff Mayweather enfatizó que es un gran fan de Gervonta Davis. Y no consideró el resultado un robo, sin embargo reconoció que la actuación de Lamont Roach impactó la reputación de Davis con peleadores que antes temían a Davis ahora sintiéndose más confiados para enfrentarlo. Q plantea preguntas sobre su dominio en el ring.
Jeff Mayweather here, the Mayweather Boxing Club. How are you doing, sir?
Okay.
You don't look okay.
No. Well, I am.
All right. Well, we got this potential rematch. Everybody wants to see Tank Davis versus Lamont Roach. First of all, are you surprised that everybody's wanting to see a rematch between these two? Because no one expected it to be a close fight in the first place.
That much is true. And me, myself, I'm a big Tank fan. And I was shocked. I was shocked at the outcome of the fight.
Who did you have winning the fight?
I had Roach winning the fight.
Do you consider robbery, or do you lean Roach and are cool with the draw?
I wouldn't say it was a robbery. I mean, the fight was close. But if I was a judge, I would have gave Roach the fight.
Algunos expertos en boxeo.
Algunos expertos en boxeo creen que el intenso entrenamiento de Davis antes de su revancha con Lamont Roach Jr. podría ser la clave para asegurar la victoria después de un controvertido empate en su prima comate. Davis ha regresado al campamento con un enfoque y una determinación renovados. Los analistas sugieren que su régimen disciplinado el aumento de su acondicionamiento y los ajustes tácticos le darán una ventaja significativa. Esta vez conocido por su poder explosivo y su IQ en el ring. Se espera que Tank leg más afilado y decidido si su entrenamiento se refleja en el ring. Muchos creen que no solo ganará sino que restablecerá su dominio en la división de peso ligero.
Gervonta Davis and Lamont Roach, the rematch is on. Lamont Roach fought a perfect fight. Gervonta didn't look so great. In the rematch, Gervonta can do a lot more better. Roach can't. Gervonta may win this one.
Teddy Atlas una de las mentes más respetadas en el boxeo no se contuvo al describir a Gervonta Davis en su opinión Davis combina atletismo, reflejos rápidos y toma de decisions intelligent en el ring. Atlas enfatizó como el IQ de Davis en el ring lo pone en una liga diferente, su timing, su capacidad para contragolpe y su conciencia de los ángulos lo convierten en uno de los peleadores más eficientes hoy en día según Atlas. La comprensión de Davis del deporte le da una gran ventaja sobre sus oponentes y esa ventaja lo que lo convierte en uno de los mejores peleadores del mundo en es momento quizzes. Incluso el mejor libre por libre muchos ahora creen que Gervonta Davis subestimó la Mon Roach Joy en su primera pelea quizzes, viéndolo como un oponente fácil más esa mentalidad puede haber levado y una preparación deficient y en última instancia una actuation que sorprendió a los fans y reveló debilidades inesperadas.
Like the way that he boxes, he's versatile. You know, he can do a lot of things. He could go get you. He's got the attitude of a fighter. He's not a huge puncher. Obviously, Tank Davis is the puncher in this, but Roach could go get you, but he could box. I think he's better served. He's got long arms, good length. He's better served. He's got a good boxing IQ, fundamentally solid. He's better served to box on the outside with the always dangerous Tank Davis. Box, see if he can get it done. Angles, pot shot, be disciplined enough to do that all night long. I think he should stay away from trying to go on the inside, which again, he's got the attitude of a real fighter, which you love. And I wouldn't be shocked if Roach said, oh no, I'm going to go inside sometimes. I don't know that would be the best choice. He knows how to do it if he wants to. At the end of the day, all of what I said, Bud, it's one thing that really makes today. It's not because Tank Davis is just undefeated. It's not because Tank Davis is just a great puncher. He's just a full package. He's really, really the full. I don't make him pound for pound up there. He's up there in the top 5 pound for pound. I don't put him there because he's a puncher. I put him there because he is a complete darn fighter. He can go get you. He can fight in the trenches. He can go to the body, the head. He can use his legs when he has to. He can set traps. He can counterpunch.
Sin embargo, esa llamada de atención parece...
Sin embargo, esa llamada de atención parece haber cambiado el enfoque completo de Davis. Esta vez todo negocio. Los expertos notan una nueva disciplina y intensidad en su entrenamiento como nunca antes. Se había visto a diferencia de su choque inicial. Davis está abordando esta revancha como si se enfrentara a una amenaza de primer nivel y ese enfoque renovado podría significar seriosos problemas para Roach en el ring. Mientras tanto, la Mon Roach Jr. también es plenamente consciente que su actuación anterior aunque impresionante no sea suficiente. Esta vez en entrevistas recientes ha enfatizado repetidamente lo en serios que se está tomando la revancha. Roach admite que Tank no es un rival face y comprende la importancia de prepararse para cada escenario. Se niega sentas como demasiado confiado leyendo en cambio trates como un desafío completamente nuevo.
How many rematches that you fought?
0.
What do you have to do to create enough separation where this don't happen again?
Whew, it's a good question. It's going to be based on my training camp. I have to push myself a little harder if that didn't give me the win. And I have room. I definitely have room. I'm not going to lie, I have room.
You believe you fought the best Gervonta, or do you think he got some more gears?
100% full fact. I think he might have some more gears, but I fought the best Gervonta that night. I don't want people to get it misconstrued or whatever the case may be. He's a hell of a fighter. Hell of an IQ, great punching power, good speed, and a really good boxing ability. A lot of people underrate that. Don't think because of what I did, y'all think y'all can just go in there and think y'all can have the same night, you know what I'm saying, or do the same thing. He still will go upside your head and crack you, and you know what I'm saying, you might end up on the floor. Everybody not built the same. And that's where people getting messed up. He did a whole lot of things that was good in that fight. A whole lot. And I'm telling you right now, if he wasn't as good of a fighter as he was, that would have been, you know what I'm saying? I would have steamrolled. Don't get that misconstrued. He's still the guy he is. It's just he ran into a guy that's on the same level.
Sin embargo, muchos creen que Gervonta Davis debería evitar la revancha por completo argumentando que podría no ser capaz de derrotar a Lamont Roach Jr. por segunda vez. Los críticos señalan la primera pelea como evidencia de que Roach ha descubierto como neutraliza el poder de Davis, o explota sus lapsos defensivos, la actuación disciplinada de Roach y superior manejo del ring y su capacidad para frustrar a Davis han llevado a algunos analistas a sugerir que una revancha podría exponer más debilidades en el estilo de Tank, con el récord invicto de Davis y en juego. Los escépticos argumentan que vuelva al ring con Roach podría ser un movimiento arriesgado con consecuencias devastadoras para su carrera. Para dirigir su preparación en la dirección correcta, Gervonta Davis ha recurrido a la experiencia del experimentado entrenador Kenny Ellis, reconocido por su enfoque disciplinado y su aguda perspicacia en el boxeo. Ellis ha comenzado rápidamente a refinar el conjunto de habilidades de Davis. Los observadores notan mejoras notables. Davis se mueve con mayor precisión, defiende de manera más eficiente y lanza combinaciones más nítidas y calculadas en lugar de simplemente corregir errores pasados. Ellis está elevando el juego completo de Davis, transformándolo en un pelea más completo y adaptable. Su influencia está resultando fundamental y que Davis tiene como objetivo supera los desafíos que surgieron durante su premature que con Lamont Roach Jr.
Who's doing the interview circuit, right? Kind of being a little bit out of character leading into the rematch. Do you think, and this is what Mill City asked, do you think that is something you guys are taking in consideration in preparation for the fight? And what Kenny Ellis said was, look, man, we're not falling for the banana in the tailpipe. We know what Lamont Roach brings to the table, and he says that Lamont Roach is we're not believing that he's out there drinking or blowing up a bunch of weight and all of that. You know, he says what most people say, hey, we're going to prepare for the best version of Lamont Roach that is going to that'll come for us. But the way that he saw the fight coming out was he said he sees it like the fight before, a lot of really crisp shots landing. And the fight is going to be similar, but hey, the fight at the same time is going to be very different. Now, I just happen to have a very good friend named Phoenix the Assassin who breaks down fights for me. He's a trainer, got a world-class eye for fights. And what he speculated should be the difference between the first fight and the second fight for Gervonta is that Gervonta is going to need to spend a lot more time fighting on the outside and scoring points for a longer period of time on the outside, and then making sure that, and basically forcing Lamont Roach to try to initiate something with slower hands, score his points, and get out. And he said the reason that he believes that Lamont Roach would be able to do that.
Para Davis, este combate es más que una revancha.
Para Davis es comete es más que una revancha, es una misión personal de redención para Davis. El empate en su encuentro anterior le dejó un sabor amargo uno que se niega ignora y resultado de decepción en se ha convertido en su motivación, transformando la frustración en combustible. El dolor de no cumplir las expectativas lo está empujando a entrenar más duro y esforzarse más. Davis no solo se está preparando para otra pelea, está luchando para restaurar su reputación. Cada decisión en el campamento se trata como un momento decisivo, su oportunidad para recuperar el control de la historia y demostrar que sigue siendo una fuerza dominante en la división de peso ligero y hasta aquí es report numbers vimos en un siguiente video.